area, then staging means
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now I have pictures.
Ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen and ladies. Ladies and gents. You know, I didn't get it. And I apologize to all of you that I didn't tell you about all of this stuff. Every national disaster, where do people go? Do they not go to Walmart? Well, haven't we been hearing about these so-called Walmart FEMA camps? Well, here we have individuals who have been taken to Walmart and now they're missing. Oh no, they were just put them on a boat and they just sent them someplace. Put them on a boat? Wait, hold on. Let's go back. They put them on a boat. Hold up. They put them on a boat? What type of boat they put them on? Anybody know what type of boat they putting these people on? FEMA ships. Report right after Hurricane Harvey.
Situation regarding the FEMA barges coming to Port Arthur.
FEMA barges? These are some pretty good looking barges, y'all. I mean, they perfect, they pretty, and they white. And they got all of these doors on them.
Mayor Derek Freeman posted a clarification to the temporary housing situation regarding the FEMA barges.
Look, the barges will hold up to 300 people.
There will be 2 FEMA barges, which will hold 300 people.
300 people.
Clarifying.
Hold on, let's take a look at these barges because I'm interested to find out what these barges look like. Aren't y'all?
I'm.
Well, come on, man. Get to the barge. Let's see what a barge is. Hold on. And we're not talking. Oh, there's the barge. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Looks like jail.
Let's pause. Let me show y'all this barge. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever been to a prison, see the guard down there? They do their little rounds. See right here? That's the top tier. That's the bottom tier. These are tiers. These are cells. That's a cell. Look at the door. That's a cell. Look at the door. These are not apartments. They're not 2 bedrooms. They're not 3 bedrooms. These are not apartments. These are cells. And they're selling this off as if this is going to be some kind of housing. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman right here, the young lady, thank you, young lady. She sent me these videos and I've watched this one. I don't watch videos usually. I don't have the time. Like I said, I've been doing videos all weekend and I should be asleep because I've been up since 4 o'clock. But I've been watching these videos for the last hour and a half since I put the other videos up. And what I'm finding out is about these FEMA barges. Let's do that. Because I did Google barges because this is the first time I heard about it because the last time, FEMA, somebody said Federal Execution Management Administration. Federal Execution. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, but FEMA barge at Sandy Hook. Hoax. Pay attention. They say it's a hoax. Do you see that? Whoever did the video said it's a hoax. FEMA barge at Boston Marathon bombing. I don't know if it was there at the Boston Marathon bombing. I can't tell you that. What I'm looking for are the... Oh, it's... If... I put FEMA. F-E-M-A. Oh, that's because that's right. I put the... Yes, I did it right. Then why would you show results for this instead of this? I didn't ask you for that. I asked you for this. Why would they send me to something else? FEMA badges. I didn't ask you for badges. Oh. Yeah, because I spelled it wrong. Or did I spell it wrong? Oh, we can't have barges. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, how in the world could this be passed off? Now, this was the original Google barge. I took a look at it. This is exactly the shape of the original Google barge, which they claim they were using it for something else. And all of a sudden, they converted it into a FEMA barge. Please. FEMA bought it, then how come they have more than one? And they claim they're going to use this for housing. Take a look at this. Wait, we got to give you guys a bigger screen because I don't want to go to the videos, okay? I definitely don't want to go to the videos because we'll be tippy-toeing through all the videos. Come on now, screen, move. It won't let me move, y'all. It won't let me move. Wait, let's see. Won't even let me move the mouse. So, see, it lets me do that, but it won't let me move the screen. All right, but let's take a look. Barbed wire. Interesting, huh? Look at that. And they say this is an apartment building. I guess you could say it passes for an apartment building. And they take all of the 300 people and they put them out in the middle of the ocean. That's crowd control for you. Let's go down. Look at that one. See? Look at all that. FEMA. Gotta love them. Oh, you see that right there? It was a good idea. I'm told that these things haven't even passed inspection. Who are you? Oh, okay. Now look at this one. And that's supposed to be... that's supposed to be an apartment building where the people are supposed to be happy? Yeah, Yeah, that's fun. Look at that. This is an amazing world, ain't it? They are prisons because the people can't leave when they want to. You're going to take them and you're going to put them offshore? Excuse me, for what? You just had a hurricane. Why would you put them over water? The people are already terrified. That makes no sense. Who thought of that idea? Ladies and gentlemen, by listening, I don't know who this is. Okay. But, didn't mean to do that. Go back. Go back. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to do that. I just gave that person a video, a hit, and I wasn't trying to give him a hit. Floating prisons. This has 288,000 views. This was 3 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know about this. I pretty much stayed away from all the videos about FEMA because we already know, as I told one person today, that they're still making the coffins. Since before Katrina, they were making coffins. They didn't have enough then. We only saw them talk about 2 million coffins over there in Louisiana. Mississippi, excuse me, Mississippi. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-S-S. ISIS. Okay, anyway, we only heard about 2 million. This is the gentleman who I was looking at, and he was one of the rescuers in Hurricane Harvey. And he talked about how they were hunting people, confiscating the guns, and then the police were actually going out and shooting people who they said were looting, but they weren't seeing if they were looting. So, ladies and gentlemen, somebody's looting, that's not a death penalty crime. That's you arrest them, you take them to jail. That's due process. There is no law that allows them to shoot the people. And so when they go to the coroner, they don't report it. Floating FEMA camp, prison, barges, Hurricane Harvey. I didn't know this was going on. I don't watch the news. If that person had not sent this to me, what did you do, YouTube? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I did it again. We're going to undo that. So I did it again. Wasn't trying to do that. Let's do it differently. Yes, let's make it smaller. Okay. Didn't mean to make it that small. Come on, computer. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, people. It ain't cooperating. Gotta touch the screen now. Now you see how big it was a moment ago? It ain't letting me get that big now. See, I'm trying to stretch the screen now, and it ain't doing it. Well, anyway, let's get back to this so that you guys will understand. Somebody doesn't want me showing this to y'all. See, now it's completely different. But anyway, I am going to go down. These FEMA barges, I would not have known about it if the person had not sent it to me, because I would not have taken the time. But I knew that they were killing people because this is their habit. This is what they do, shooting people. This is the Google. Okay, this is the Google barge. If you take a look, there are the ladders going up the top. Same barge. This is just not completed. Okay, this sat there for months. Why? Because they needed to judge the public reaction. Now let's show you it's the same thing. See, there's the back of it. Okay, show you the same thing. Where are the stairs? See, this is the other side. But, uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, why are they doing this? Why are they making that? That doesn't make any sense. They had the FEMA trailers, remember? See, they had the FEMA trailers. So why are they doing these things? There are the stairs. This is what they do. I know some of you aren't aware of this, but I know many of you are. And no, please don't send me no other videos like this. I don't need to see this. It's not like we didn't know though that was coming. Uh-oh, let me get off that screen. And again, the text messages and all of that stuff, I get those all the time. Don't know why. What I want you all to pay attention to is the fact that you know it's coming. We've been telling you for years it's coming. They're getting ready to make a change. There's a speech that Barack Obama is giving where he talks about people can't take care of themselves, manage themselves. I believe that speech is taken out of context, and anybody watching that video is going to see it and think that that's what he's actually saying. I believe that he's actually talking about another scenario, another situation, and the person doing the video is only taking that part of the speech as if he's saying that about us today. Now, mind you, Barack Obama was an elitist, okay? He was part of that group. And did he say those words? Yes, he said those words. He's actually given a speech, but I believe the part of the speech that he's saying, I don't believe he's saying that for real. I believe he's saying that, and I think he may be alluding to the reality, but I think he's saying that as if this is what a hypothetical is, what somebody else is thinking. But we all knew this was coming. We all knew that they were getting ready to do something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no place you're going to be able to go. Guns are not going to save you. They got more guns than you. You see, they can blow your house up. You've already seen that. You've already seen the police blow someone's house up because they won't come out, because they think they're armed inside, and they take the liberty of blowing the person's house up and killing them. So if you think that that's not what they're going to do to you, then you take a look at what's going on in Texas right now. And that they released the water in the dam. It wasn't at flood stage, but they released the water in the dam to flood people out, to kill those people who stayed in their homes. They did it on purpose. You don't have to believe me. Watch the man's video where he is giving the information about the fact that he was actually out there. And he has live recordings proving that he was actually out there. Can I doubt him? No, I don't doubt him. Why? Because you don't play with death, people. After you see somebody die, you don't joke about death anymore. And the people who do joke about it do it sarcastically because they can't handle it. As humans, we can't stand death. It is very, very troubling. That's why every movie you see where it talks about somebody killing somebody for the first time, they always have a hard time dealing with it. So people don't normally joke about death. The ones who do joke about it, you can tell that they're not joking, they're not for real. Okay? You can tell that they're just acting a part. What are you going to do, ladies and gentlemen? What are you going to do? I've done the best I could. I've told you all kind of stuff that I ain't supposed to be telling you. Eventually, they're going to come my way because of what I told you. Eventually. Right now, they realize two things. You isolate me, and I become more dangerous because I get time to think. The mind is a dangerous thing, people. Especially when you use it correctly. Me, I love the fact that I have a habit of thinking, that I'm addicted to thinking, that I have a disease that perpetuates my not being able to stop thinking. But I'm more concerned about the rest of you. I'm not worried about me. I've already seen my future, so I'm not worried about me. All I have to do is remain faithful, and I'll be okay. It's the rest of you I'm concerned about. See, all of you guys are worried about that stuff that doesn't matter. You're worried about money. You're worried about tomorrow. You're worried about the next 5 minutes. You're worried about next week. You're worried about how are you going to pay this bill? How are you going to pay that bill? Ladies and gentlemen, the stress is going to distract you. The sports are going to distract you. I had somebody tell me today that they were watching the Raiders play. I told them, you're watching that junk? I said, do you not realize all of that stuff is fake? It's fixed. They already know who the winner is before the game even starts. Before the season even starts, they already know who's going to win the Super Bowl, the championship, the All-Star game. They already know. They know who they're going to give the Oscar to before they even have the awards. I was watching and I saw that Will Smith had picketed the Oscars because there was no diversity. You remember that year that not a single black person was nominated? Y'all remember that? In this day and age? And when he and Jada picketed, everybody gave black backlash. And so Hollywood has been shunning Mr. Will Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the biggest fan of Will. I like the character. I like his acting, but I'm not the biggest fan of Will. I'm not the biggest fan of how you get two bisexuals together and their children are supposed to come out any other way than what they are. Jaden is a piece of work. I don't know the kid. I'm sure he's probably an all right guy, but that kid has got some problems, and I blame it on mother and father, and I literally blame it on them, because that kid didn't have to turn out that way. Neither did his sister, because you see, the eldest son is not like that. That's what the parents did. But be that as it may, we have people who are kneeling at football games, and the news wants to say, and that's anti-patriotic, and all the people who have sacrificed their lives for the national anthem. People, nobody's fought for the national anthem. Nobody's gotten out on no stupid field with no stupid gun talking about, oh no, I'm doing this for the national anthem. Forget that stupid flag. The national anthem is what I'm here fighting for. Ain't nobody ever did that. But that's what the news wants to make it look like. And the reason why they're doing that is because the people who are doing it, they got skin color. They got pigment in their skin. And so they get to vilify them. Of course, I was listening to racist news. Fox News. That bigoted news, KKK network. I was watching Fox News. And that's the story they brought forth. Who cares if a person stands up? Ladies and gentlemen, Jehovah's Witnesses do not sing the national anthem. But we respectfully stand. But some of us do not stand. There is no law that says you have to stand. You cannot be arrested for not standing. But people get so upset. Why do they get upset? Because they're taught that that is wrong. You can't do it. It's against the law. You must stand. This is our stupid society. They got people so distracted by this dumb stuff. And Katrina and Harvey and what is the other ones? Irma and Maria and Jose and Lee and all these other little things. Ladies and gentlemen, if Lee turns into a category 4, then you know something is wrong. And it's not the weather patterns, and it's not the fact that, happy day after the final conclusion, final ending days. I am so glad we all survived the end of the world together. Oh God, it was horrific, but we survived. All of us, we survived the end of the world. Aren't you just so pleased? Like I told you, the FEMA camps, the FEMA coffins, the FEMA everything, they are the ones who are going to do all the work. And when I listened to that gentleman talk about how the police came in and everybody wanted to fight everybody and everybody wanted to put a gun towards everybody's head, when I listened to that, when I listened to how they wanted to kill everybody and how they wanted to then, at first they wanted the guys who were doing the rescuing to bring a gun with them. And then all of a sudden they told them that they couldn't have any guns. They were taking all the guns. The reason why they take all of your guns is so that they can shoot you without you shooting back at them. Sorry. They can say something different, but it's not the case. I don't like guns. I don't advocate guns. I'm not telling anybody to shoot at any peace officer. I'm not telling anybody to shoot at any federal peace officer. What I'm saying is that they're taking people's guns because they don't want them shooting back when they shoot at them. The first thing man does is when there's a problem, he wants to go grab his gun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I started this video because I just wanted to bring to your attention I just found out about these FEMA prisons. And please understand, they're amping up their game. There are no trailers. They could have brought trailers into Houston, but they didn't bring trailers. They brought 2 barges. How is that going to house all of the people? You're putting 300 people on those 2 things. You know how crowded that's going to be? In those little small rooms? Oh, please. And you know they're going to have curfews and lights out, and they're going to run it like a prison. It's okay. And then they're going to call it a shelter because they're sheltering them. They're protecting them from the elements. Putting them out in the middle of the Gulf? Yeah, that sounds like a winner. All right, people. Have a good day. I'm going to sleep. I've had enough of all of this. I'm going to go nighty-night and dreamy dream. And I haven't even taken my sleeping pills yet. So good night, everyone.